Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're talking about how you can play an old song called Will the Circle Be Unbroken, and I'm kind of following the original Carter family recording for this, and we're going to end up capoing on first fret for this song. But it starts out with a cool little bass lick, and I'm kind of moving things to kind of avoid retuning the guitar. But we'd start off open D, and then second fret on the D, and then fourth fret on the D, as kind of a kickoff to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret. Second finger is going to go to the low E string on the third fret. The third finger is going to go to the high E string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And on our intro, actually, we just kind of do 4 of the G majors. And there's a couple different strum patterns actually we'll talk about kind of working through the song, but one of my favorite 4/4 strum patterns is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we take the G and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there, then we go into our verse part. And our verse starts on G major, another G, and another G, and another G. But then we go to a C major chord, and the way we play C major, first finger is going to go to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D on the second fret, third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string with the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to go back to the G major chord. And then we do another G major. And then we do another G, and another G, and another G. And in the recording, we do kind of a quick G. And then we go to D major, the way we play D major. First finger is going to go to the G on the second fret, second finger on the high E on the second fret, and third finger on the B string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, then that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D major, we're going to go back to our G major chord, and then we do another G major. Now the weird part is applying our strum pattern to the verses. There's one G where we end up kind of halving the G and just doing just a down, down, up. So it's almost like they're kind of cheating the measure. So we tried our verse with our strum pattern. We have G with a down, down, up, down, up, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, 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 down, down, up, down, and then G with a down, down, up, G, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part, and our chorus is actually almost exactly like our verse, but there's another G that kind of gets halved. So we'd have G with a down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, 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 down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, 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 G, down, 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 G, down, 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 up. Now the weird thing is though, to play along with the Carter family, instead of starting on a G major chord, they're actually starting on an A flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your G major is really an A flat major, your C major is really a D flat major, and your D major chord is really an E flat major. If we took it from the very, very beginning that way, we kind of got our kickoff with kind of that 0, 2, 4, and then G with down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, and then we'd be going into our verse, and we got a G down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, 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 down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, G, down, down, up, 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 down, up. And then if we try that through our chorus, we'd have G with a down, down, up, down, G with a down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, have a G down, down, from there, then we go into a solo part that's kind of like our verse and our chorus, but everything is evened out, so we get to use our whole strum pattern on all of it. And for myself, actually, if I'm covering the song, actually, this is the form that I normally kind of gravitate towards myself, actually, for the whole song. So we tried our strum pattern through our solo. We'd have G down, down, up, down, 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 C down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, G 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 down, down, up, down. Now there's some cool melody stuff that kind of goes on through that solo too, and if you wanted to kind of follow those licks, you'd start second on the A, open A, and then third on low E, and then we go to open A and kind of do a hammer on the second fret. So I'm kind of playing open A and kind of letting my first finger kind of carry this down to second fret, and we do 2 hammer-ons, and then we do 2 on the A, open A, third on low E, and then we go back to that O2 hammer-on twice, and then 2 on the A, open A, third on low E, open A, third on low E, open E, and I'm kind of cheating this because of the tuning, but then we're going to open D, and then we go open D, and then 2 on the A, 3 on low E, and then the open to 2 hammer on, O2 hammer on, 2 O, 3, O2 hammer on, O2 hammer on, 3 open, O2 hammer on, and then open A, 3 open A, and then 2 on the A, open A, 3 on low E string. Now, if you're kind of trying to figure out how you might cover this yourself, though, you may want to take those notes up an octave. Instead of playing them down low, you may want to kind of play around with them going high. So if you wanted to play around with that, you could go open D, second on the D, open G twice, and then open B, second on the G, open G, open B, and then open B, 2 on the G, open G, 2 on the G, open G, 2 on the D, open D, and then open D, second on the D, open G, and then open B, third on the B twice, and then open B, and then open G, second on the G, open B, open G, second on the G, and then open B, second on the G, and then open G. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. That B, G, G, B, A, G, B, B, A, G, A, G, E, D, D, E, G, G, B, D, D, B, G, A, B, B, G, A, B, A, G. Kind of working it through that place, or that part. And then from there, then we'd be going back into our verse part. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on the first down of the down, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G chord, you could go low E bass, and then keep your down, up, down. So you low E bass, down, up, down. And then on the C chord, you have the A string for your bass. So smooth A bass, down, up, down. And then when we get to the D chord, you have the D string for the bass. Now, the only weird thing about applying that to our verse is we got that one G chord that's kind of half. So on that one place, you'll have just kind of a bass down up before we go to our D chord. So we try that our verse form with our bass down, up, down. We'd have G low E bass, down, down, 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 C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G low E 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 bass, down, down the G with a bass, down up G with a D bass, down, down G with a D bass, down, down G low E bass, down, down G low E bass, down, down, up. So we tried that through our chorus form. We had G with a bass, down, down G low E bass, down, down G low E bass, down, down G with a bass, down up C with an A bass, down, down C with an A bass, down, down G with low E 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 bass, down, down G with the bass, down D with the D bass, down, down D with the D bass, down, down G with low E bass, down, down G with low E bass, down, down. Now from there, then we'd be going back into our verse part. And one other thing I would think about doing it actually is working a country feel. This sounds a lot like the recording if you're kind of digging on this. And a lot of times what a country bass player will do is play what's called the root of the chord, which is what we're using for our bass notes right now, and then go to something called the fifth. And for a G chord, it would be a G, A, B, C, D note. So what you could do is kind of go bass on the low E string, and then do a down up, and then do your D string for your fifth, and then do another down up for all your G chords. So you'd have G with low E bass, down up D, down up G with low E bass, down up D bass, down up G with low E bass, down up D bass, down up G with low E bass, down up D bass, down up. And then for your C chord, you'd be shooting for a G note for your fifth. And one way to do that is to go from the A string 3rd fret and then move to the low E string on the 3rd fret. So I'm actually having to move my 3rd finger from the A string to the E string on the 3rd to kind of get the root 5th. And then on the D chord, you'd have the D string for your root, and your A string would be your fifth. D bass, A bass, D with the D bass, A bass. So we tried that next verse with kind of a country feel. We'd have G with the low E bass, D bass, 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 C with an A bass, low E 3rd, C with an A bass, low E 3rd, G with low E bass, D, G with low E bass, D bass, 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 but then we got G with just the bass, down up, and then we hit our D with the D bass, A bass, D with the D bass, A bass, G with low E bass, D bass, G with low E bass, D bass. So we tried that to our chorus, then we'll have to kind of just work just kind of that bass down up actually for a couple of our G's too. So we have G with low E bass, down up, D bass, G with low E bass, D bass, G with low E bass, D bass, G with low E bass, down up, C with an A bass, down up, low E 3rd, C with an A, low E 3rd, G with low E bass, fifth, G with low E bass, D bass, 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 G with low E bass, down up, D with the D bass, A bass, D with the D bass, A bass, G with low E bass, D bass, G with low E bass, D bass, and then from there, then we go into another solo part actually that's very much kind of like the end of our last solo. So we tried that with our country feel. We'd have G with low E bass, D bass, 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 G with the D bass, A bass, G with low E bass, D bass, G with low E bass, D bass. And there's some cool licks through that too, where you can start out open D, and then open E, and then 3rd fret on the low E twice, and then we do that open to 2nd hammer on the A string, open A, 3 on low E, open to 2nd hammer on, and then 3rd on low E, and then open E, A, and then open to 2 hammer on the A, and then open A, and then 2nd on the low E, and then open A, and then 3rd fret on low E. So we'll be going O, 3, 3, O2, O3, O2, 3, O, O2, O3, 2, O3. And then from there, then we'd be going back into our verse part. So we kept that going with the country feel. We'd have G with low E bass, G, 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 C, C, G, 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 and then we have a G, D with a D bass, D, G, G. And then from there, then we'll be going into our last chorus part. So we tried that last chorus with the country feel. We'd have G, 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 half a G, C, C, G, 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 half a G, D, B, G, and then a big G, very, very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum along with the Carter family's version of Will the Circle Be Unbroken. So good luck!